Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the daily newspaper analysis for Indian Express. These topics will be important for both prelims as well as mains exam. So let's start. The first topic for today is this is about Gaza. I'll say the conflict is about conflict in Gaza, which is between Israel and Palestine. But we should not say that this is a should not say this is an issue between Israel and Palestine. This is mainly an issue between Hamas, which is a terrorist organization, and Israel. So what is that Hamas is still dominant in many areas in Palestine. So what is happening because of this? Israel has told that it will again put its troops back in Gaza. Why? Because the main objective is to eliminate Hamas. Now, so what are the areas in which Hamas is operating? It is in Rafah, and mainly in Gaza Strip. So there is no connection of any troops between Hamas and Israel for now. They were the troops. Why? Because Egypt has done the mediation, but this mediation has worked for 710 days, but this has been failed. So again they are fighting back. Now, the another news is there is a trade war between China and the USA. That is the reason why Biden has told that it will hike the tariff on imports from China. So this trade war is going on, and why this trade war has intensified now? Because there is an election in USA. The main trade war on the tariffs applied in sectors like semiconductor and EV sector, because China is one of the biggest exporter of semiconductor and EV sector. And what China is doing, China is trying to flood the global market with its cheap goods. The third news is about Russia-Ukraine war. USA, though in the Hamas Palestine, USA has told that it is not going to support Israel further in this war, and USA has clearly stated Israel to stop this war and to apply truce. Okay, but what is happening in the Ukraine-Russia war? USA has told that if Russia is putting new salt, then USA will always support Ukraine, and more aids are on the way. Why this is saying? Why Russia is saying this? Because there is an increasing nexus of China and Russia. So to break this nexus between China and Russia, USA is supporting Ukraine. So this is a war, USA versus Russia plus China. Okay, this is in Israel. USA is not supporting Israel, but in Ukraine Russia war, USA is supporting Ukraine. See, there is another news. It says Xi trip to Hungary, Serbia brings China to Europe doorstep. So China is getting connected with Europe. So China's proximity with Europe is increasing, and Hungary and Serbia are one of the gateways of Europe for China. So China is increasing the dominance in not only Asia but also in Europe, which is a red bell ring for USA. So clearly we can see I have on this pictures like this. If you talk about Israel boundary, so this is Israel, this is surrounded by Egypt, this is Jordan, this is Syria, this is Lebanon, and this is Saudi Arabia. All are against Israel. So this is the West Bank, this is capital, and this is the Gaza where the current war is going on. See, this is the brief history of what has happened when like Sinai Peninsula, this Sinai Peninsula is captured from Egypt, returned to Egypt. Okay, this is the Sinai Peninsula. Okay. Then what about Jordan? There has been war between Jordan and Israel also, and West Bank. This part was earlier part of Jordan. So West Bank and East Jerusalem, Eastern Jerusalem is here, has been captured from Jordan, and Israel continues to control most of the West Bank. So this is Golan Heights. This area is Golan Heights. Okay. So Golan Heights is captured from Syria, and but this is not internationally recognized, but still Golan Heights, West Bank, Jerusalem is captured by Israel, though Sinai Peninsula has been given back to Egypt. And the Russia-Ukraine, what is the important from the point of view of an exam is some of the important sea. Like this is Ukraine, this is Russia. So this Sea of Azov and this Black Sea. Russia wants access to Black Sea, that is Russia had annexed Crimea. And this is a Kerch Strait which connects Sea of Azov to Black Sea. From Black Sea to Aegean Sea, there is a connecting sea which is called Sea of Marmara. Okay, and there are two straits. One is Bosphorus Strait, and another is Dardanelles Straits. Bosphorus Strait and Dardanelles Straits are two straits which connect Black Sea to Aegean Sea through Sea of Marmara. So you have to understand the chronological order. Okay, Sea of Azov, Black Sea, Sea of Marmara, and Aegean Sea. Can't talk about some of the straits: Kerch Strait, Bosphorus, and Dardanelles. First Kerch, then Bosphorus, and then Dardanelles. You can remember it like KBG, you know. And then since Spies KBG Strait, and Sea of Azov, then Black Sea, then Sea of Marmara, and then just this connects with the Mediterranean. These are the important mappings which you should know for the point of view of exam. And these are some of the important regions which has been acquired by Russia in Ukraine, like Donetsk, Luhansk, Mariupol. It can be asked directly in exam that is important cities like Mariupol, Donetsk, Luhansk belong to which country. So these are belong to Ukraine, which has been annexed by Russia. Coming to the next page. What is important is, again we are discussing the IR. US foreign censors after India and Iran seals Chabahar. See, Chabahar is one of the important port for India. Why? Why it is important? There are mainly three reasons. First, it is a gateway to Middle East and Central Asia. Okay. Then second, connectivity to Afghanistan. Third, it will counter the BRI of China. So this is very important. But what happened? Recently, due to sanctions, the project of Chabahar has gone lackluster. But yesterday only, a 10-year deal has been signed between India and Iran that it will reinforce the establishment of Chabahar port with the help of India. So what is happening? A 10-year contract to operate a strategic port. Chabahar 10-year contract has been signed. And earlier what has happened when the sanctions were there on Iran by US, especially under Trump regime, so there was a waiver to Chabahar port. Chabahar got a waiver from US also under US administration Donald Trump. Though even the stance of the US was very hawkish, but Chabahar port has been given a waiver. What is Chabahar Port? We should know it very briefly. Chabahar Port is a deep water port located in the Sistan Balochistan province of Russia. Okay, it provides easy and secure access to large. Easy and secure access to what? Large secure access to large cargoes. It is very important for the trades. So now in 2016, a trilateral agreement was established between India, Iran and Afghanistan for the development of Sahid Beheshti Terminal, Chabahar Port. So mainly three parties were there. One was Iran, other was India, and other was Afghanistan. So this project and these three countries were there for the establishment of Chabahar. Now, recently there has been very much talk about the solar flares and aurora borealis and aurora borealis. So see, this is the picture of aurora borealis. What happens? How does it happen? From the sun, solar winds come out. So these are solar flares. Okay, they are coming out. So sometimes these solar winds become so strong that it interacts with the magnetic field of Earth. This. Okay. So when these solar winds interact with the magnetic field of Earth, plus the gas particle and other dust particles of the Earth atmosphere, as a result of which the shining light creates. This is called aurora borealis and aurora borealis. It has been recently, what is it? Chandrayaan-2 orbiter Aditya L1. They both have captured this event. It mainly happens in ionosphere. Okay. Charged particle, it is written here. A charged particle ejected by the sun hitting the gases in Earth upwards. These particles travel along Earth's magnetic field, reaching the poles here. Vibrant colors are seen. So during this geomagnetic storm, the sun flares are called geomagnetic storm, which are coming out, and magnetic field will take another particles to hit the upwards. So this is one of the strongest sun flare geomagnetic storms since 2003. So you need to understand how does it happen. It happens because with the geostorms coming out from the Earth and from the sun, there is a layer of sun which is called coronal layer. From there, these storms eject out. So when these storms interact with the magnetic field, gas particle and air molecules present in the atmosphere, then these shining light event happens. This is called aurora borealis. Now again, we were talking about the Chabahar issue. So this Chabahar contract, this India-Iran 10-year contract, this shows what? Diplomatic maturity and complex global landscape and ability of India, how India can do a negotiation, seeing even if the global landscape, diplomatic landscape is very, very complex. There are things which we should know. See, this Chabahar will open gate 400 of Persian Gulf, Afghanistan, Central Asia and Europe. See, we have discovered Donald Trump in 2017. He was having hawkish stand, but India was able to get the waiver. But this time USA has commented that India will not get the waiver. So then we will see how does it happen. Because whatever happens, we have to maintain our strategic autonomy. Because in international relation, the only thing which matters is the national interest. Nothing is more important than national interest. National interest is the most important factor in the international relation. National interest. We will see in the next article how. Okay, but Chabahar Port will help India how? As we saw it will give the access to Central Asia, Middle East, Europe, counter PRI, but the other things also, like it is a potential component international north-south transport corridor envisioned by Russia, Iran and India to link South Asia and Central Asia and Europe. This is the first thing. Second thing, as India has announced India and Middle East Europe Economic Corridor in G Summit recently, this will also give impetus to that, and it will counter the BRI project of China. So Israel-Hamas conflict might create an obstacle to this project, but we hope that this Chhabar project will again start and give counter to BRI, that will not only strengthen India's role in the Middle East but also curb the emerging power of China in the foreign policy of Central Asia, Middle East and Europe. Okay, coming to the next article, what we were saying about national interest. See, there are many talks going that missionaries in Europe and America, they sometimes influence the role of government and the decisions of government. They still say that church is controlling the national institutions of Europe and America, but in this article, C. Raja has clearly stated below all the policies that has been made by USA and European is only based on one thing, which is national interest. See what is happening right now. US in the middle of election. So what are the big issues US is facing? Russia invasion of Ukraine, China's expansion and Gaza. These are the three important international challenges US is facing. And China-Russia alliance. China-Russia alliance means China-Russia alliance, and there are differences coming out with NATO alliance, and China is getting closer to Europe. So these are important challenges for US. Other important challenges are what? Immigration, trade, military alliance, border securities. Okay. So it was asked what these challenges are present. So what is the biggest issue which is guarding the policies of USA? So it is told Western interests are defined primarily by capitalist security, but not the self-proclaimed missionaries. So security planners and capitalism plus. So US is based on capitalism, profit and employment generation is the main goal. So these are the issues. See, if you talk about there are some things. Similarly, China is also doing its policy based on national interest. No country is going on a single ideology. Ideology might change with the passage of time or with the passage of reigns. But one thing will always be constant is the national interest. Okay, so like see, if USA is supporting democracy always, so USA will be a very good friend of Pakistan. Pakistan is democracy, but USA they are not. But if USA is supporting political liberalism so much, so it will be supporting Chinese Communist Party. Okay, any party can come. If communism is coming, China it will support. But even the political liberalism, even if you are saying it is supporting political liberalism, but it is not supporting Chinese Communist Party. Same thing is happening in Afghanistan. USA doesn't like Taliban. Why? Because Taliban is against democracy. They are conflicting interest of USA, right? So the main thing which is guiding the policies of USA for any country is on national interest. Okay. See, that time USA as well as India both has imposed tariffs on the imports from each other country. So this time we will see how does it happen, because trade is one of the most important burning issues of this election also. But since USA is in their conflict with China and Russia, so we will have to be very concerned in the big power politics. And the last thing is that Donald Trump has been very confronted, very stern that it will not allow illegal immigrants to USA, and India is one of the most top listed country which is sending immigrants to, not illegal immigrants but legal immigrants to USA. But USA wants to to bar immigrants in USA due to its changing demography first thing and lack of employment to the Native Americans. So these are the two issues on which India has to concern about. First is great power politics and immigration. So apart from that, trade will also be there. Recently there's a judgment by Delhi High Court that bad touch and good touch, that are the touches which are taught to the students, but now we need to tell students and small children about the virtual touch. What is virtual touch? Virtual touch means which website is good to use, with whom you are talking. There should be a parental control on the use of internet by the children, so that they should not be a victim of cyber crime, cyber terrorism and all. So virtual touch needs to be there. It means parents, teachers, NGOs, reporters, media and other institutions should come forward to teach the children and young generation about the good and negative points of using internet. In the explain section, it has been talked about there is a new float, FLIRT, float variant of coronavirus, coming in not in India but also in the world. So it can be titled what is float for the new COVID virus mutant variant. It is formally called KP2, nicknamed as float. It is a sub-variant of Omicron. So what is happening? See, there are spike proteins in the coronavirus. So when we use antibodies, so those antibodies attack on those spike proteins and then that virus is killed. So what is happening? There is a mutation in that spike protein. So that float variant has come because of the mutation in the spike protein, as these spike protein bind with the antibodies to neutralize the virus. So this is one thing. Now, as we have all seen, the summer is coming up, so heat waves has always been a matter of debate. So what is heat wave and why it is a matter of debate? See, recently, earlier what was happening, heat waves were mainly happening because of natural reasons, but now it has been becoming due to climate change. Okay. So first we need to understand what is heat wave. Heat wave is not because of absolute rise in temperature. There is a criteria that has been defined by IMD. What is criteria? If the normal temperature of any place is 40 degrees Celsius or less, then heat wave, if the temperature is higher by 5 to 6 degrees centigrade, and severe heat waves if temperature is higher by 7 degrees centigrade. If the normal temperature of any place is more than 40 degrees centigrade, so heat wave will be commenced if the temperature is higher by 3 or 4 degrees centigrade. Similarly, severe heat wave will be there if temperature is higher by 5 degrees centigrade. But for any place in general, what is heat wave? If the maximum temperature remains above 45 degrees Celsius for 2 days and 45 degrees centigrade. So this is the third state here in India when climate change has been attributed to the heat waves. So as we have discussed, heat waves has not been defined by the absolute temperature. It is defined by difference in temperature. Mainly, for 2 days temperature is remain above 45 degrees centigrade and difference in 3 to 6 degrees centigrade. So last year also we have seen that last year several parts of the country witnessed heat waves in the month of February. It is called winter month in India. So we witnessed heat wave in the month of February, and in 2023 is the second warmest year ever Friday. So you can see climate change is happening with a greater pace. So it is that what is happening because of heat waves? Dehydration is happening, cardiovascular disease, respiratory disease, and exacerbating existing weakness, even leading to sudden death. These are the problems arising out of heat waves. Okay, and the bodies which are fighting against heat waves are IMD, which is predicting, NDMA, which is disaster management, and NCRB is maintaining data with how many people are dying because of heat waves. So what are the mitigating effects? mitigation factors needs to be undertaken. So we can use the simple measures like provisions of cool drinking water at public places, free distribution of oral dehydration solution, closure of school and college during peak hours, and providing access to parks and other shaded places about relief to large number of people. Apart from that, some factors like this will be a ban on construction because mostly construction workers work in the daylight and open area, so they are more susceptible to the heat waves. Now, there is a new talking about AI. What is happening in the world of AI? A new thing, GPT-4o has come up, which is OpenAI's latest, most powerful model of AI. See, AI means artificial intelligence. What is it? This is an, you can understand, software program which mimics the functioning of human brain. It can, if you type something, it can give you answers like a normal person. It can talk to you. It can provide you images and all. So in this field, there is a company called OpenAI is a company. Okay, it has launched a most powerful AI model which is called GPT-4o. So first we need to understand what is GPT now. Okay, so GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So Generative Pre-trained Transformer, it generates and is pre-trained. Then it learns from its function. Okay, GPT-4o. GPT-4o stands for Omni. It means in a reverse the AI model. It's an AI model which has been developed to enhance human computer interactions. Okay, it lets user input any combination of text, audio, and image. You put text, you put audio, you put images, and receive responses on the same format. This makes multimodal AI model significantly from the previous model. Previous model you can only put text, but now even the images and video you can put and can get the answer. What is happening? That now you can write, okay, make me a video of election happening in India. So AI will even make a video which will be like a real video of how elections are conducted in India. So they are giving results in video formats. Earlier they were giving results only in text forms, but now they are giving results in video and images form. The ChatGPT is artificial chatbot. It's called chatbot. Chatbot means ask something, it will answer you. Earlier it was answering only in text format, but now it can answer in the image format also, in video format also. This is the new answer in GPT-4o, Generative Pre-trained Transformer 4o, by San Francisco AI company which is called OpenAI. GPT-4 is a large multimodal, which means it can encompass more than just text and accept images as input. GPT-4 was accepting image. GPT was only accepting text. GPT-4 accepting images, but now GPT-4 is accepting videos also. So we'll see what will be another news. It is based on the LLM model, large language model. What is large language model? It is a kind of model which takes input in text, images, and videos and give the best results. And we've already seen that GPT-4o stands for Omni, for human computer interactions. Okay, and this LLM is the backbone. This is the model. LLMs are the backbone of AI chatbots. This is the model you can say it like computer software kind of thing. Okay, this software does what? It takes input and gives output. And what input it can take? It can take the input in text, it can take the input in images, it can take the input in videos. And what output it can give? It can give output in text, images, and videos. Okay, all three formats. Right? So it takes the input and it processes the information and then gives the output. This is what LLM does. So Google has also one here which is called Gemini AI. Okay. Coming to the next news. See, recently we have seen there's a crash in the stock market. So there are several things we will discuss about this in the separate video. But recently Sitaraman has said that and wood trading. This is a trading kind of thing. Retail trading in the stock markets, future and option. FNO is called future option intraday trading. So SEBI has realized that 90% people incur loss in F and wood trading challenges. Okay. So people need to be very aware, and by saying this, Sitaraman is giving a hint that new regulation can be coming up to regulate F&O market. What is she said? Sitaraman said that household savings are today not just going to post office or fixed deposit, but also going to stock market. So now middle class income is not only going to post office or FD, they are going in the stock market, which is reflected in Demat account. So what is Demat account? Demat account is a kind of paperless account in which you can store your shares. You store your money in the normal bank account. Store share, we have Demat account. So number of Demat account has gone up to 15 crore. It is very less. Apart from that, she has told that recently there has been outflow of FPI, foreign portfolio investors. But what is happening in the normal saving of Indian people, they are giving support to investment in India. Even if foreign money is going out, the domestic money is there in the market, which is supporting the businessmen to get money and invest in their business to grow. So CSC whimsical FPI members, Indian old savings coming from the small retail investor providing shock absorber. It is kind of shock absorber. So in the last 2-3 years, economic survey has also repeated the same thing, that what are the things which attract investors? These are stability of government, stability of policies, and particularly for taxation and predictability, and above all soft touch regulatory framework. Soft touch regulatory framework means minimum government, maximum governance, minimum interface of government. So these are 4-5 more important factors which attract investors to any particular country and regime. Stability of government, stability of policies, particular taxation, minimum governance, and strong government which can regulate, but which can regulate for the benefit of the business community. Very minimum interference by the government. If you take the example of GST, it has the people-to-people interface has become very tough, very low in GST by the conversation. So corruption is getting low. More businessmen are getting registered in GST. That is the reason business is running smoothly than the previous regime of taxation, in which there are so many indirect taxes were there. So recently the sales tax department is very powerful because there are so many indirect taxes, but now there is only one tax which is called GST. So businessmen have less fear to conduct their business, and they have more you can say belief in the government, and so more investment is coming after the coming of GST. So these are 4-5 factors you can dictate, you can write many terms which are important for the growth of business in any country. So we will see about that inflation is rising in India again. Why? 2 factors mainly important. One is food prices, especially vegetables, and other is crude petroleum. Food prices, electricity, and crude petroleum and natural gas. Apart from this, manufacturing of food products are also getting costly day by day. So these are the important factors which are driving price indexes in India. So we will see that WPI and CPI, how do they work, and there is a divergence between the core inflation and headline inflation. We'll see this in the next video. So building on that AI issue is the last topic that we will see that ChatGPT maker OpenAI have released the new model GPT-4o. It is capable of realistic conversation, able to interact across text and images. So seeing this, Google is also trying to bring up with the new and stronger AI. We have seen Gemini is the AI tool of Google. What Google is trying to say, it lays the internally code name project script of Google. the project has the model is trying to make more long list objects. This new model will allow users to try design some into one to create a previously data while beyond the limit in different scenarios of users. The drive contrast and to create into the images. And this was all today's little conversation to manage multiple access.